Hey guys, what's going on? Russo here bringing you guys progress log number 1 or episode 1 of the 1 billion rune dragon tab. So as you guys know, for my alternate account, we are doing rune dragons on what is technical. We've actually made one video on this account, on this channel, and the video was actually making the alt, and now that this alt has been made, it has been made for quite some time at this point, but unfortunately we haven't really given you guys any updates on it in the past couple of months. So what we're going to be doing, if you guys didn't catch it from the last episode, or when I was, kind of coming back into YouTube, we're going to be doing a progress log on a 1 billion GP rune dragon tab. So if you guys don't know what rune dragons are, they're a monster that you can kill after the completion of Dragon Slayer 2. This is more typically known as an alt. So basically what an alt is, guys, if you don't know what that is either, basically it's an account that you play that tries to make you money for the purposes of using it on a separate account, or just tries to make you money to fund something else on potentially another account, or even its own account. But more than likely, you usually play multiple accounts at once so that you can make what they call 0-time GP technically, right? So this account is going to be on its journey to a 1 billion GP rune drag tab. I'm really excited about that. We're going to show you guys about every 100 mil progress log, where we are, what we're at, what does the tab look like, how many uniques did we get, and kind of etc. from there. So just a couple bit of rules before we actually get into the series. If we do get any uniques, so just to cover the 3 uniques that you can get either dragon limbs, you can get a metal lump, or you can get a draconic visage. Those are the 3 main items that you guys can get, or those are the 3 main items that you are hunting. These are worth the most amount of money. I believe the limbs is worth roughly around 8 mil. The lump actually goes into the dragon plate body. That's worth around 12 million. And then unfortunately the Visi is the rarest item, but it is only worth about 7 to 8 million. So those are obviously the items that we want to get. Obviously, if you get those as drops, they are very, very, very good and will add a significant amount to your cash deck. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into the bank and go over the first 100 mil that we made. All right, guys, so we are now in the bank for the rune dragon tab, and as you guys can see, the first progress log is going to have about 110 million, basically 110 million GP worth of items that you guys do see in here. So as you guys can tell, our first item here is platinum tokens. I did actually get a dragon limb drop, but I actually did not record that, nor did I actually save it for this, and I actually made it into the dragon crossbow and sold that off. So any uniques that we get, we will actually be making into platinum tokens to track our GP separately. Those will be the only items that we sell off. Other than that, we will be accumulating the items throughout, and we will be putting them into this tab. So as you guys can see right there, we do have the platinum tokens. That was from the dragon limb drop. So I just want to kind of clarify something as well. So there are a lot of people who do rune dragons who actually don't pick up the bones, and to me this is completely pointless. I don't know why people don't do that, but it is, each bone is worth roughly around 2.9k GP, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the bones. So that's why you guys see the discrepancy in the bones in the runite bars. For the most part, 99.9% of the time, I cannot guarantee 100%, we are picking up the runite bars. So for the sake of this progress log, I'm going to be saying that we killed 2,160 rune dragons, which equates to roughly around that 110 mil that you guys can see. So a couple of notable items that I do want to show here, guys. As you can tell, we do have 2 dragon limbs. We're actually going to record ourselves making those into the crossbows, selling them in the GE, and see how much money we actually get, and trading those in for platinum tokens for the GP. And we also got a very rare drop, which is the draconic visage. This is actually my 3rd visage that we've actually gotten, which is really, really, really cool. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up, we do have 16 dragon limbs in all of our kills, and we also have 3 draconic visages or visages. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I like saying visage or visage. I'm not really sure. So we did actually get 1 this episode, and we also did get 2 dragon limbs. So that's pretty cool. Almost 4,000 rune javelin heads, almost 5,000 dragon javelin heads, which is really, really, really cool. So we got a couple dragon bolts here, runite bolts as well. We can make some, tooth half of keys or the loop halves. We got 4 and 2 of those respectively. Herbs, kind of accumulate every now and then. I don't really see them too commonly, to be 100% honest with you, but I will still pick them up. I mean, they are snapdragons and torsals. Renards do drop, but it's actually in another tab, and it's really, towards the tab, guys, it's not really going to impact it too much. So we do have some dragon stones, lots of runes actually. When I actually sold my tab off before, it was worth around 500 million, I think, or somewhere around there. So the runes do actually accumulate. And, we have a little bit over 13,000 chaos, a little bit over 8,000 death, and almost around 6,000 wrath runes. So pretty damn good accumulation. A couple dragon items to note here, guys. The dragon med helms, the plate skirts, and the plate legs. Obviously, we do enjoy the Dragon Medhelm drops, but they're only worth roughly around 60,000 GP. The legs and the plate skirt are respectively worth 160k. So, more notably, guys, I would prefer to get the Dragon plate legs and the plate skirts. But as you guys can tell, fairly, 18, 20, 22 on average. We've gotten about 20 of you know, 20 of each of these items. So 60 dragon items and roughly 2,100 kills, which isn't really too bad. So then we move it on to the rune items. We have rune plate legs. We have rune plate bodies, which is 131. I get these a lot. And, you know, I really enjoy that because it is one of the more expensive runite items that you can actually get from these guys. Then we have our rune hammer, rune longsword, rune scimitar, and to complete our rune items, we do have the rune mace. I mean, obviously we have runite bars, guys, but we had already kind of mentioned that before. So what I'm going to do, guys, is leave this up on the screen so you guys can kind of take a look at it. In terms of the limbs, I believe they are around a 1 in 800 drop. So we actually, we are actually significantly, if you want to consider it under drop rate, so we had 2,100 kills, 2 limbs, so unfortunately it didn't really match up, but we got a Visi, which is I believe around a 1 in 8k or a 1 in 10k, so that is a very, very, very good drop. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, they are worth roughly around the same amount. The metal lump is obviously worth more, as I mentioned earlier in the episode, but we did not get any of those. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and make the dragon limbs and the draconic visage, and then I will be right back with all the platinum tokens that we do get. Alright, so we just actually had our dragon fire shield made. I actually traded it over to my level 3, got a little bit of a smithing experience there. Got roughly around 2,000 smithing XP for that. So we got that all assembled, and now we are going to actually move on with the dragon crossbow. So we're going to go ahead and put the limbs together with these magic stocks. We're going to make all of them, you know, very unlikely that we'll actually have 2 of them in our inventory ever again. But it is really cool, guys. So we have 2 dragon crossbows. We're going to go ahead and go into the Grand Exchange, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and try to sell these. So all I'm going to do, just for time's sake, is actually sell them at 5% less. So I got 8.32 mil, which is really, really, really nice. As you guys can tell, that's over the medium price that is actually these are selling for. So we got about 8.3. We lost around 27k on that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the anti-dragon fire shield in here. A little bit less money than I thought it was, but it still sold for roughly 7 mils. So as you guys can tell, 23 million GP just from uniques. And we're going to go ahead and use these with the banker, turn these into platinum tokens, and then we're going to go ahead and we are going to go into the bank and deposit these. So all in all, guys, as you can tell, we're still at that 110 mil, but we have made 31 million just from unique. So basically around a little bit less than 1/3 of our total tab value is coming from those uniques. So the items do add up. As you can tell, we have about 70 mil of them. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go and, you know, basically do another 2,000 kills, guys, and hopefully get up to around 200 mils. So the other thing I'm going to do is actually go and check my rune drag kills. So I'll meet you guys back there when I go check them out. So this is Lithgrid. This is exactly where the rune dragons are. This is where the mural is, and this is where it tells us what our kill count is. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just go ahead and check it out. So we have 13,755 total kills at the end of episode 1 or progress log 1. So we'll go ahead. What we will do, guys, is go ahead and check in. We'll check in next episode and see what we are actually at. We'll probably roughly be around somewhere around roughly around 16,000 kills, which is an insane amount for rune dragons, but it has made me a lot of good money, and I really, really, really do enjoy this. So thank you guys for watching episode 1 or progress log 1. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet, of the rune dragon, or the road to 1 billion GP through the rune dragon tab. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a very, very, very powerful, if you guys ever do want to actually make one. It's very, very, very good, guys. And, you know, if you have any questions about the drops or anything, make sure you do leave them in the comment section below. I'm really excited for episode 2, and let's go ahead and get slaying to the rune dragon. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys do leave a like if you did enjoy today's episode, and we will see you guys all next episode.